Eat Ahimsa, which is a sustainable, plant-based Indian restaurant. So in terms of market need, obviously the plant-based industry is booming right now. 7% of the UK population identifies with vegetarianism and veganism, so that was definitely the direction to go. But within that market, there's still a lack of quality cooking, particularly from different cuisines. So there's a lot of avocado on toast, but not so much special, unique options and dishes that customers can't just recreate themselves at home. Demographic-wise, over half of the vegans in the UK are under the age of 35, so very young population, and the older consumer has remained quite untargeted, still a niche market within there. And you can see this in the way that most vegan establishments aren't really suitable to kind of take business colleagues to for a working lunch or bring the whole family to for a celebration. And that is where Eat Ahimsa comes in. So I want to fill these two gaps perfectly by offering a really chic, welcoming restaurant environment, offering a huge menu full of elaborate plant-based dishes. And my other USP is that I hope to be as close to carbon neutral as possible. So I want to do this through using renewable energies, having a minimized waste supply chain, and carbon offsetting with a registered organisation. My market research so far has supported this idea. It's shown that Indian food is in the top 3 cuisines people eat when they go out, and that authentic cooking is preferred over fusion modern cooking. You can see a little sample of my menu up here, so the kind of dishes I'd be offering. And I hope to be located in London, where the average main meal costs £10 to £12, and I'm pricing myself just above at 12 to 15, which I think will reflect the quality of the food, the atmosphere I'd be providing, and obviously the cost of carbon offsetting, which will be built into each dish. I'll be targeting 2 main markets. Obviously first is the older vegan, likely to be a working professional, have a partner, have a child, and they would kind of come to me for their weekly date night or maybe to celebrate their child's exam results. As they're older, they're likely to have a higher disposable income, so can afford to dine here regularly. Second is what I call the independent consumer. This is essentially someone who has a really high affinity with ethical businesses, so they would kind of seek me out specifically for the sustainable and ethical principles that I have. They have a really high loyalty and are willing to pay premium prices because they believe in voting with their money and supporting independent businesses over chain restaurants. I haven't started trading yet at all, so my ideal route to business is actually to spend up to 12 months working in a restaurant first, getting as much experience as possible, learning all the ins and outs and risks involved before I start up myself. And on my days off, I'd be refining my business menu, building traction around my brand, and starting to cater small events and do pop-ups myself. Obviously, finances are one of the biggest issues with a project like this, because it's super expensive, looking to cost upwards of 200k just in the first year. And my 2 biggest costs will be the rent for a venue and the installation of renewable energy sources in a venue. So I hope to fund this with a combination of personal loans and bank loans, and be able to find my first permanent venue within 3 years. I really believe Eat Ahimsa could take off as the most ethical and sustainable dining experience in London or even in England, and I hope you guys believe in it as much as I do. So thank you for listening.